found in the wild. It's Basic Series 142 Hulk Hogan. This is the new Basics. It's got the new articulation. We're going to bust him out of his plastic prison here in a moment. We're going to take a look at what the Hulkster is like. The whole set was at the Walmart. We had every one of them, including the Chase Honky, but I should have got top dollar, I guess, but really, I'm just after the Hogan, so I grabbed this. And with that being said, we're going to open him up and we're going to see how the Hulkster's rocking this new mold that the Mattel has busted out on us for Basics. So we'll see how it is. So we've got the brand new Basic 142 Hulk Hogan here in workout gear. And while I'm happy that they finally managed to get Hogan's orange hot dog skin that he didn't have in previous releases till recently, I do have a problem already with this Basic. Now, it may be a petty one, but there is Hogan, and this is a previous Basic of Hogan, and it may not be a good example, but Hogan is taller now. You know, that didn't work, but you know what I'm saying. Let's stand him up by the rope here. I need a better thing. Hogan is taller than the new Basic. The previous Basic I had, I think it was a previous, I don't remember what it is. We're just basically looks like we're playing figures at this point. I thought the ring would be a good base. Maybe I was wrong, but the previous Basic of Hogan I had was also, even though it may not look that good here, is clearly taller. I don't know. I mean, the Ultimate Hogan was perfect size. The Ultimate Hogan was as tall as the other ones. But some of these newer Hogans, as you can see here with this Legends one, does appear to be just a little bit shorter. If this Hogan is straight up, he's the same size as that one. It's bad examples, but when I had him on a level ground, maybe I'll insert a picture here to show you, the new Hogan is a little bit shorter than he's supposed to be, even though they do have the skin right now. The new Basics here. Let's see. Let's look at Hogan's face here. Good head scan. Actually, a really good head scan if you think about it. The whole thing is good. Probably reuse some parts, I'm sure, from previous modes. That's fine. They're going to do that. They're kind of breaking away from just the yellow and red Hogan here lately, and they're kind of giving us a little bit of a new Hogan. Still have that going on. We still have... No, these are the same Hogan boots I'm sure they always use. So I'm not going to go out on a limb and tell you that the new Basics have this movement back, because even when they did away with that movement, the Hogan one still had that movement. They always, move at the calf here. The knees always move. Although still, as you can see here, they're still stiff as hell. Like the old Basics were so stiff you could barely even move them, which is why I very rarely bought them. This basically is the new thing you get. You get this kind of movement with the Basics that you didn't have before, which all female figures had that, but the guys didn't. I don't know why. His elbow, he moves right here at the tricep. Okay. So I was like, well, they brought that back. Well, maybe not necessarily, because the previous ones, this is like one of the only previous ones I bought, because you can see they're pretty awful. They only had movement there at the elbow that moved that way. They no longer had movement right here. And I'm thinking, because I looked up a picture of Cody Rhodes' top picks, which is in this style, and I'm thinking that maybe this is not going to be back for everything, even though it's back for the Hogan. I'll have to tell you when I actually purchase another of the new Basics. But nonetheless, if you get past all that, it's definitely a good figure. I'm a fan of Hogan. I've always been a big Hogan mark. This is a very solid Hulkster in workout gear, which is something that you don't traditionally get. Is it maybe a hair shorter than it should be? Yes. But the skin's great. The face is great. I mean, it could have used a workout belt, but you could always just get that off the Superstars figure or something, or if you get multiple ones, because one is a chase in that, you could always do that. That movement does make a world of difference, because this is like all the old Basics have been able to do at this point was that. The newer ones and the original ones. So it's got that movement for the legs, which, for posing and stuff is really cool. It kind of makes you want to go back and get the Basics of the people you like now, since it does have better movement. So yeah, Hulkster is pretty cool, and I am going to buy more Basics. I mean, they're only like $13, tax and all now. So, and I've definitely spent more money on wrestling figures this past month or past couple months than I have in forever. I'm usually a guy that tries to wait for discounts and secondhand, because I'm a Lucy collector, so I don't really care if they're boxed. But yeah, it's getting pretty pricey on action figure collecting, but I've unfortunately went right along with it. But we'll take a closer look at the Hulkster here, but it's not a bad figure.